Welcome back. How's it going?
What's up?
What you doing over here?
You know, polishing my paint.
Oh, nice, nice.
Polishing the paint. You know, the mint paint that this car had.
Looks real good. Could be better though.
So, this car hasn't been on the channel for a while. And as you can see, there's a lot that's changed. AKA, the paint was absolutely terrible. So now it's sanded all the way down. The roof is sanded. All the dents are removed. And as you can see, this side is wrapped. And satin red, or if you want to use the proper name, it would be carmine red from Vinyl Frog, just like I did on the E91. Reason why this side is wrapped is because we're trying to kind of test fit everything, make sure the wide body kit lines up correctly. And so we have a test run. I don't know if that makes any sense. Test run as in everything bolted on, everything like drilled, as far as like bumper being held on. The fender is actually held on now. Before, like the last video when I did the front end, everything was just loose. And then rear end is also bolted in. We have all the hardware on. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 6 or 7 bolts. And then there's 2 bolts here. Side skirt. We have the OEM side skirt, but the side skirt piece that comes with the wide body kit does not fit that OEM side skirt. So we have to get M Sport side skirts. Why does the phone sound like a blown out asshole? Anyways, as I was saying, so the whole body kit is pretty much test fitted on, at least on one side. I did cut the quarter. The only, I guess, other thing that needs to be installed, like I said, is the side skirt pieces, which are not gonna fit with that, so we have to buy M Sport side skirts first. And then the front lip on the bumper also has to go. And then the rear wing is also, I guess, mocked up because I did drill holes. It is mounted through the inside of the trunk, so it has, what's that thing called? It has threads in the spoiler. So it would go like so, and then you would put on the hardware on the inside of the trunk, which, like I said, I already pre-drilled everything, so everything fits fine. And actually the fitment on the trunk is, and the wing is like pretty spot on, because the line right here matches perfect. So I didn't know if I was gonna install this, but now since it fits pretty good, we're gonna go ahead and install this, but we do need to wrap this. So this side is the side that's not done at all. So we have to cut the quarter panel. I know all you people, they'll be like, why would you cut a car that's like good? I don't care. This is a $3,000 car. Who cares? This was a dent. This was a dent. This was also a dent. So all that's fixed. I didn't want to show you guys doing all the body work because that was like a bunch of bullshit. The front fender is also not attached to the side. As you can see, it's all just mocked up. And then the front bumper is going to be the last step of this kit because we have to line up the fenders first, like as far as the gap here on the hood and the gap here on the door, to make sure the gaps are correct here and the door opens normal.
Trying to
and
focus.
doesn't like, you know, cut the fender while it's opening. And the side skirt also has to be removed in order to install the fender. I will say this, that side, fitment wise, it fits really good for fiberglass parts. The fitment pretty much, as far as the door gap on that side, is like pretty even. On the hood, actually I guess I'll show you. So the gap here is pretty even. It's not like wavy or anything, so it fits well here. This is not a final product as far as the wrap goes. I do have to take it off. I just I guess I put the piece on just to see the whole entire side of the car. So the gap here is pretty good, all the way up to the door. And then the gap between the door and here, there is a discrepancy right here, but if I bolt the fender from the inside, I could get it to where the gap is perfect on the door. So the fitment of this kit is A1.
Spot on.
A1. And as far as the rear goes, you can tell that it follows the body line correctly. It doesn't have any kind of bulging or any kind of weird, you know, shapes going on. Fits well on a gas cap. It opens fine. And the line that it follows here is pretty straight as well. Obviously here it curves just a little bit. And then I did have the side skirt on when I put this on, so it fit well with the side skirt as well. And this is just the additional piece to continue the wide body. So if you were to have the side skirt, it would be like so. The piece that doesn't fit is this. And the reason it doesn't fit is because there's a hole here, and with the M Sport side skirts, there's a different shape right here. So if you were to put this on M Sport side skirt, I'm pretty sure it would fit like really well. So you have to get a new side skirt. This one is fucked anyways. The other side is like completely cracked, so I guess it's a good excuse to get a new side skirt. As far as the color goes, E90 had a gloss and the E91 has a gloss color. I decided to go with a satin from Vinyl Frog. This is carmine red. It didn't really have good like visual representation on the website, so I kind of just winged it. I think the color looks pretty good, but I think it'll look like 10 times better in the sun.
Oh yeah.
It's like right now it just looks dull. But I could tell like when the light is hitting it, it has like that sheen to it, I guess. So yeah.
I feel like with all the angles and stuff of the kit too.
Yeah, like
it's gonna show it all.
Like when you look at the kit on one side, it looks like just flat red. But then when you look at the top portions, it's like it has a different shine to it. So I think it's definitely gonna look really good once it's done in the sun. They are having a Black Friday sale, which would be live 6 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, which is tomorrow. But the video will be live tomorrow as well, so it'd be kind of today. But they are having a 40% off sale, Black Friday sale. If you want your shit to get wrapped, or if you want to wrap it yourself, I'd definitely pick up a roll, because normally a full roll would be like $600, and I think you get a roll with the 40% off almost for like $3 something, which is a very good deal. And I'm actually gonna get another roll of yellow for the E91, just in case I have an oopsie. And I might as well take advantage of the Black Friday sale that they have. And actually the same thing with the wide body kit there. Have 20% off Black Friday sale, I believe. So if you want to go crazy wide, where you have to spend like $5,000 on wheels.
Like freaking 5 inches each side?
Yeah, you can do a dually. If you want to run a dually setup and you want to be wide like this, I'll leave links down below for the wrap as far as their Black Friday sale and for the wide body kit. I think they're having a 20% off. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that, but they are having a Black Friday sale, I know that. I guess another thing is the taillights and the headlights. The taillights, I just took them off and threw them away because they were garbage. They were cracked. Both of them were cracked actually on each side. And the inners were faded like every other E92. The inners are always faded. So we do need to get new taillights. As far as the headlights go, if you guys remember, if not, doesn't matter. But the headlights used to be yellow. I did sand it down with like 320 grit sandpaper first, and then like 500 or something like that, and then I polished it. This is the end result. This side was the one that was, I guess, messed up. This side wasn't too bad, but I did both just to make them match.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this angle of the car looks pretty aggressive.
Yeah, pretty aggressive with fucking shit wheels.
I mean, but so just imagine with the wheels though.
Yeah, so the wheels situation. They are fucking expensive and I'm broke. The end. Also, the tires. Tires are fucking expensive too. And then after tires, I will have to get suspension, which gets expensive too. I already have some suspension components for this car. I might pull the BCs off of the E91 and put it on this, because the E91 parts are going to be going on this car, like some of them. Like the exhaust will go on this car because the E91 is getting a different exhaust. And this straight pipe bullshit is going to come off the car. We might transfer the suspension. I do have like all full control arm kit. I do have rear subframe bushings and all that stuff for the rear. I do still need a manual swap, or I do a DCT swap. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what the plans are. I'm literally doing everything on the outside right now, and I haven't even touched the engine. Besides doing the radiator, otherwise the engine has been just left alone. The car doesn't even start right now because the battery's dead. So it's just straight up clapped. But it might look good. It might look good. Just right now I can't envision it at all because the wheels look terrible. Like the front, you can double stack literally another set of wheels.
That is definitely.
It's like disgusting. And the rear, it's like you can also double stack another set of wheels if you wanted to. Well, not this side obviously, but that's it. But just imagine it in your head, what it would look like with some wheels on and suspension. We can't go too low because if I hit something and the bumper does some things, it's just gonna shatter into pieces because it's fiberglass. So we can't go too low. But to do this, if anybody's wondering, you have to cut pretty much starting from here all the way up, all the way into the bumper as well. So essentially what you do is you cut the outer shell of the car because it has an inner shell and an outer shell. You cut the outer shell first, take it out or cut it out, whatever it is. Then you have the inner shell. Inner shell you can either fold it in my case, I couldn't do it because I did it on that side. The inner shell was just too tight and I couldn't get it close enough to the outer shell to like seal it off. So it's kind of ghetto on that side right now. AKA I just cut the outer shell, cut the inner shell, and there's just like gaping hole.
Pardon the Red Sea.
There's a gaping hole, but there's a reason why. So I'm gonna take a piece of metal, fold it inside, and then tack it to the inner shell of the car. So the outer shell won't get touched. That's why the car is wrapped on that side. So I won't be, you know, welding on while there's wrap on the car. So it won't damage the wrap. But that's the plan as far as sealing the fender liner or fender well, so the water doesn't get in or whatever doesn't get in. And besides that, there's nothing else to cut. Front fenders are full replacement, and here there's nothing to cut anyways. So the only thing we have to do is here, drill some holes all around for the wide body kit, and then test fit the wide body kit on this side, and after that we'll get some wrap on the car. Yes. I'm just gonna put a rough, I guess, tape line. Assistant, get my wide body. Right away. So we're gonna put like a rough line of where we're gonna cut. I'm gonna take this bad boy. So it will have some kind of, I guess, a slope, because that side has a slope, so we're gonna have to match this side. And it's gonna end where the body line is. You can't really see it from there, but it's gonna end where exactly the quarter panel ends and meets the side skirt. So the line that I made is actually pretty decent. Can you get the other small piece? So the reason we have to cut the bumper here is because obviously the tire clearance, and also this piece that goes here, it will be sitting like this, and if you don't cut the rear bumper, you will see this piece like right underneath the wide body kit. I am going to go ahead and just full send on this line. We're using not the proper tool. already put the rev nuts in. You use this guy, Harbor Freight. You can get the whole thing. Comes with like a bunch of bits. The one that I needed was a M6 bit or something. I don't know. So now I have to test fit the hardware, make sure it goes in all at the same time, I guess. We did have an oopsie here. It cracked right up top when I was drilling it, so I do have to fix that. But besides that, everything else was fine. No big deal, you know? No big deal.
Ta-da!
So all the hardware fits pretty good. The only problem is it started cracking on this one. And that's because I think I put the bolt too high. Because I noticed on the other side, if you put it too low, it literally grabs the wrap. So I kind of put these higher, and fiberglass wasn't too happy. But you can't really see that, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. But it hugs the body well, very well. There's not really a gap anywhere. You could put a gasket on here as far as like the regular wide body gaskets that most people run. I'm not, because that does make the wrap like shrivel or whatever you want to call it. It basically makes it where it has a crease on the wrap, so I don't want that to happen in the future, so we're just gonna stick with this. For the most part, that's all it is to it as far as this kit goes. Everything else is just bolt on straight to the car. Front fenders is just full replacement, so you don't have to worry about cutting, doing all that. It goes into the OEM location as far as all the hardware goes. So wrapping the wing was a complete fail, as you can see right here. And there's all, come on, focus. Focus. It's kind of hard to focus, but all this shit is like fucked up. Yep, I suck. Same here. So probably gonna have to do like 3 pieces instead of 2 pieces, or 4 pieces I should say, and wrap it like that. Otherwise, looks good. Looks good. If you want a rough idea of your fitment, just flip your wheels like this. The barrel is so fucking dirty. But if you guys want to see what it would look like once it's done, I guess it's not really a good visual representation. Maybe like this. So yeah, I think that's pretty wide. Yeah, so we took the stock wheels, flipped them inside out or whatever the fuck, just to get a general idea of what this would look like. And there's a jack underneath. That's a good angle. But I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. I need to see this car with wheels. The front end just throws it off completely. But the rear end looks pretty good. Even though it has like shitty, like absolute dog shit looking wheels, still looks good for the most part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before, it just looked so broken. Now it looks like a car, but we don't have taillights, so there's that. And the rear bumper needs to be wrapped, which the exhaust section, I might just go ahead and chop this bumper right here and make some kind of aggressive diffuser to match the rest of the car, because this thing already looks crazy. So we just need to continue the craziness with the custom exhaust and custom diffuser, and obviously the wrap. Finish the wrap, finish that side as far as the wide body goes, and then get some wheels whenever I'm rich, which is never. But yeah, so I am done wrapping for today. This shit takes way too long, and I don't have patience anymore because it's 11 o'clock at night, and this took all of my patience out of me for today. So we're gonna continue this another day, but I think there's pretty decent progress. Actually it looks pretty good from here too. It kind of looks like it has rear steering, but looks really good. But yeah, we're gonna continue with the car, and I'll show you guys, I guess, more of the progress as we go, and show you when the car is fully wrapped. So, cheers.